Hey guys, it's me, Christy Lee. Welcome back to my channel. I tried to record this video yesterday. Anytime I try to sit down and write a somewhat of a script or like have talking points or try to organize my videos in any way, I find that I cannot speak. The words do not come out. I stumble over my words. I get tongue-tied. I can't do it. So I'm starting over again. I wanted to do a video update about my month on Uber Eats. I do have some talking points in my head. I'm hoping that those don't get in the way and cause me to stumble over my words and look like an idiot. If you guys are new here, you wouldn't know that in June, the end of June, I left my job as a Subway manager. It was a job I took out of desperation. I had worked at Subway before. I knew I didn't really like it, but I was absolutely desperate. I needed a job, and a friend of mine really needed help at the job. She was the manager at the time. Within, I don't know, I think about 4 to 6 months, she had left and found a better job, and they offered me the manager position, and I declined like 3 times because I knew it wasn't right for me. Having depression, severe social anxiety, I knew that it wasn't right for me. But I finally decided, for one, I could use the pay raise. And for 2, I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to step outside my comfort zone and see if I could do it. So I did. And things were going okay for a while. And then my anxiety, especially my social anxiety, took over. And I had a anxiety or panic attack. I'm not sure which it was. At work one day while I was doing truck order and inventory and stuff like that, and I walked out. Following day, that evening actually, I signed up to start delivering for Uber Eats, and the following day I was on the road and I was delivering. I just came up on my month of working for Uber Eats, and I wanted to tell you guys how I've been doing. So I did the math yesterday, so I don't have to do it again. And my total for 1 month on Uber Eats, I made $1,307, which is about $100 to $200 more than I was making as a manager at Subway. But you have to consider that taxes don't come out of that. You have to factor in gas, which I drive a mid-size SUV, and it takes a lot of gas. I have been asked several times if I'm still glad that I walked away from my Subway job, and yes, hands down, no questions asked. I left Subway and I never looked back. I'm so glad to be out from under the stress and the anxiety that I was getting about being the manager at Subway, or even just working in the public eye, being in front of customers, making their food. You know how people can get when you're making their food, having to deal with disgruntled customers, disgruntled employees, having to make big decisions about other people's pay and their jobs and their livelihood. It was way, way, way too much for me. So I really, really like Uber Eats for the fact that I work for myself and by myself. I make my schedule. I don't have to answer to anyone. I can take mental health days when I need to. And I did when I first started out, probably 2 weeks into it. I was just feeling extra anxious, not because of the job. I just woke up one day and I was feeling incredibly anxious. I couldn't function, and I was able to take the day off and relax and try to get my mind right. And after that day, I went back to work and I was fine. So it's really, really nice not to have to worry about trying to make myself get up and go into a job that I don't like, be surrounded by people that it's not about not liking them. It's just I have social anxiety. So even when I like people, even my family, I have trouble being around, just because I don't know why. I don't know why, how this works. It is what it is. I get to ride around in the car all day by myself, listen to my favorite music, and make money. It's great. I love it. My best week on Uber Eats, I made $330. And then all the other weeks, I averaged about $250, which was about what I was bringing home every week from Subway. I mentioned that dealing with the customers at Subway was difficult. The interactions with the customers and the restaurants you go to pick the food up for Uber Eats, they're so fast normally. Sometimes you have to wait for them to finish getting your order ready, but you don't have to talk to anybody. You literally walk in and say, I'm here to pick up an order or an Uber order for so-and-so, and then they do the rest. So they're so quick that I don't even have time to think about being anxious. Uber Eats also offers incentives for their drivers. For example, usually all the time, I think the first week I didn't have this, but every week since then I've had this. They offer boosted fares in certain areas at certain times of day throughout your city. And it all depends on the day of the week, the time of the day, and the area of town. Most areas in my town have boosted fares pretty much throughout the day. The highest ones are going to be in the nighttime hours and overnight and into the early morning. So the boosted fare, basically you get your normal rate and then they multiply it like 1.1 times or 1.2 times all the way up to 3 times. So if you were to say go out and deliver orders at 2 o'clock in the morning, which I've never done, you, instead of earning like a $5 on a delivery, you would earn $15 for that delivery. I think that's awesome. You get a set pickup fee, which I believe is 98 cents, and the delivery fee is 65 cents, or vice versa. I can't really remember. And that differs depending on your area and your state. So that's just for my area. And then you get paid for the time it takes for you to deliver to the customer, not the time it takes for you to get from where you are to the restaurant and pick it up. You don't get paid for that time. If you do happen to wait at the restaurant for the pickup for an extended period of time, most orders should be ready for you when you get there. They were saying if you wait longer than 5 minutes, they would credit you. Now I think they've increased that to 10 minutes. If you have to wait for 10 minutes, they'll give you $5 for your time, which is always nice. I've never done that because I wasn't aware of it until recently. And your fares, which you get paid for your distance, that's what is boosted. And then they also have quests. So the very first quest I received was if I completed 5 trips in a certain amount of time, I received an extra $10. If I completed 10 trips, I received a total of $30. The second quest I received was my favorite. I got an additional $5 for every trip I delivered on top of the fares I was already receiving for those deliveries. So normally I would do 10 deliveries a day. They would range anywhere from $3 to $8 for each delivery. And for each delivery I did, I got an extra $5 on top of that. I only was able to get 25 extra dollars because it was a slow day and I wasn't getting very many deliveries, but I could have got up to $75 extra on top of my normal daily rate, which is around $30 to $40 if I only do the lunch rush. So that's really cool. I hope to see more of those in the future. I've seen people earn up to $200 on their quests. I really hope, because there's a lot of competition I see coming up for these delivery gigs, like Postmates, Grubhub, DoorDash, Bite Squad. I hope that with the competition, Uber Eats will give more and more incentives to their drivers to keep them in their business instead of going elsewhere. Oh, the best part about it is that when you sign up, they give you 3 options for receiving your money. 1 is to link your bank account, 2 is to link your debit card, and 3 is to get an Uber Eats debit card that you're like a prepaid, I don't know. But my suggestion to you would be to get the Uber Eats debit card, because when you do that, you get access to instant pay, which means as soon as you make your first delivery, you can cash out. So what I've done when I've needed money is I will go out, do a few deliveries, cash my money out. Now I've got money. I can go buy dinner. I can pay my phone bill. I can do whatever I need to do. That has been a lifesaver for me. A free card that gives you access to free ATM withdrawals, and you get instant pay with no charge at all. And you can have money whenever you need it. Just go out, do some deliveries, cash out, you got money. Super easy job. If you're like me and you struggle with anxiety or social anxiety and you feel like you're one of those people that's never going to be able to work a regular job, don't be discouraged, because this gig economy is just starting out. There's going to be so many jobs like this in the future. It's going to be a godsend for me. Never have to worry about going and putting myself under so much mental, emotional strain to try to fit into the norm, to know that I can make a living doing things that I can actually handle. There's so many companies that are coming out, you guys. I just wrote about one in California. I cannot wait till it gets here. I'm so excited. And there's another one that I haven't seen that anybody's created it yet, but I know it's coming. And I am going to jump on that as soon as it's out. I know somebody's going to create it, and I know it is. Rest assured, you don't have to get a normal job. You don't have to force yourself to do things and be someone that you're not. You can find, there's other avenues. Uber Eats is not the only one. There's Shipt. It's a grocery delivery service. I'll do a whole video on that if you want me to. I guess that's it. I will put my referral code to Uber Eats in the description below. So if you've ever thought about it, or if you've never thought about it before and you watch this video and now you're thinking about it, if you use my referral link, you will get a sign-on bonus and I will get a referral bonus. You don't have to use my code, but please use someone's code, because that sign-on bonus is going to be very helpful. Any extra money you can get is helpful. Don't sign up. I was an idiot. I signed up. Well, I didn't know about it. I signed up without a code. I could have got up to $500 sign-up bonus. I'm so mad at myself, but I didn't know. So I'm telling you, so you know, if you want to use my code or my link, it'll be down there. You just click it. It'll take you to the sign-on process. You're done. You have to obviously, well, actually, you don't even have to have a car. They will let you do it on scooter, bike, and foot, depending on where you live. If you have a car, you have to have insurance, and they do a background check, supposedly. It was supposed to take 5 to 7 days for me to get approved, because I had to do a background check, and I was approved the next day. I know my background's clear because I check it every once in a while. Plus, I don't break any laws or do anything stupid. So, but that's all you need, is some mode of transportation, even if it's just your 2 feet, and a clean record, I guess, clean background, and that's it. And you can get started working as soon as they approve you, which, like I said, was the next day for me. So good luck. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.